Hello, my name is Ian Holt from the Education Department here in the Asia Pacific region of Tennant Company. The reason for this video is to give a feature, advantage and benefit presentation for Tennant's smallest scrubber, the model T1. The T1 comes in two different power sources. Firstly, this particular machine is a lithium-ion batteried machine. That means that there are no cords. You recharge the battery after you've been using it. The second power source is a 240 volt plug into the wall with a cord T1. Both the machines scrub in exactly the same way, and we'll talk about how that works now. The T1 has been designed for interior applications primarily of a commercial nature. That means places like hotels, conference centres, large restaurants, hospitals, schools that need to scrub tight areas. The T1 is perfect for that application. Inside of the T1 is a tank with clean water and detergent. That is put down onto the front of a scrubbing brush, and a cylindrical scrubbing brush cleans the floor. Two squeegees pick up the dirty water and put that into the recovery tank. That's how the scrubber works. Let's look at it a little bit more closely. To access the tanks, you simply have to raise this cover. The solution tank is fitted on the left-hand side, and it's like a small bucket. All you do is fill it with clean water and some detergent, and you're ready to go. The solution tank is taken to the tap and you fill it with clean water. By placing it back inside of here, you now have sufficient amounts of solution to be able to clean the floor. It's quick and easy to do, and the operator enjoys being able to take the tank to the tap. That makes the job much faster and easier. Also, the tank is made from roto-molded polyethylene. This resists impact and has a 10-year guarantee. The solution is taken from the solution tank by this hose. When the lid is in the down position, the hose draws the water up and pumps it down onto the main brush. The main brush then scrubs the floor. So let's have a look at the main brush located underneath the machine. I'm just going to tip the machine back so we can access underneath. What we can see is one cylindrical brush and two squeegee systems. We'll talk about each of these in turn. Removing the main brush is simple without the use of tools. Simply undo this nut, lift off the retainer and pull out the main brush. It's a cylindrical style main brush. This brush is designed to spin touching the floor and cleaning it. Its bristles are of a soft nylon, able to clean the floor very easily, and this machine is specifically designed for commercial floors, so they are not generally very dirty. The brush can be taken out, as you've seen, without the use of tools, and then put back in by the operator, therefore minimizing operator costs and making sure the machine is always functioning, therefore increasing productivity. To replace the main brush, you simply slide it inside and locate the hub at the other end. Take the securing collar and then tighten up the black knob. This can be all done without the use of tools, and it's very quick and easy for the operator. Notice the brush scrub head is made from cast aluminium. This decreases the potential for any form of corrosion or rust, and therefore increases the life of the machine. Let's have a look at the squeegee system. I'll turn the machine up to get access. Underneath the machine you can see that we have two separate squeegees, and the reason for this is the T1 is designed to scrub going forwards and backwards. That means that if it's scrubbing in this direction, this squeegee is picking up most of the water. If they pull it back in the other direction to go backwards, well then this squeegee is going to be collecting the water. The two squeegee design allows this machine to be able to be pushed into and out of all of the tight spaces and corners in the particular commercial cleaning area. This increases productivity and gives a much better job, decreasing the time it takes to do the work because you don't have to mop up after the scrubbing machine. In order to change the squeegee blades, it's very simple. You simply pull them out of the machine. They are reversible so that you can move them around on either places to even up the wear, or you simply replace them when they're worn out. This decreases maintenance costs, and you don't have to call a serviceman and pay money to have the squeegee blades replaced. You might like to notice that the squeegees, although they appear straight, in fact the top squeegee has a curve to it. This means the distance between the two squeegee rubbers at the vacuum pickup point is greater than at the ends. This is a simple physics principle that the further you move away from a vacuum point, the less vacuum you get, unless you make the chamber smaller as you move away, therefore maintaining equal suction across the entire squeegee, picking up all of the water and leaving it as a drier, safer floor. This increases the overall cleanliness and makes this one of the most effective squeegees picking up water in any machine on the marketplace. The squeegees collect the dirty water from the floor, and that sucks it up and puts it into the recovery tank here. This recovery tank is also made from rotomolded polyethylene and has a 10-year warranty. All that happens is the operator picks up the dirty water tank, and it's effectively like a bucket, and takes it to its dumping point, where we give them a lip and they can just end up dumping all of the water, probably into a toilet or into a janitor's sink, and it's very quick and easy to be able to do that. This increases productivity and makes the operator feel more comfortable that the machine is very easy to use. The vacuum fan is located in behind this black cover, and we can't show you on the video because it's located inside of the machine. But the vacuum fan gives sufficient pressure to draw all of the dirty water from the floor and put it into the recovery tank. As the recovery tank water level rises, there is an automatic shut-off to stop the machine from drawing water into the vacuum fan. That protects the vacuum fan and decreases maintenance costs. The mechanism to shut off the vacuum fan when the recovery tank is full is a little ball float mechanism here that you can see. With the lid closed, that float mechanism sits down inside of the tank. As the water raises up, it causes the ball to raise up and shut off the vacuum fan, therefore decreasing the potential of damage to the vacuum fan and increasing the life of the machine. The ball shut-off valve that I've just shown you, when fitted down inside of the tank, actually shuts off the vacuum fan when there is still 1.5 litres of space on the top of the water, and yet the tank is full. Now this is called a demisting chamber, and what that means is that foam can reside on that 1.5 litres of extra space inside of the recovery tank so as not to draw that foam inside of the vacuum fan. This demisting chamber is proprietary to Tennant Company and decreases maintenance costs on the vacuum fan. Both the tanks on the T1 machine are called hygienic tanks. Now what that means is, once the operator has emptied out all the dirty water, they can rinse it, and should they want to, it's very easy to be able to reach in and touch every part of the inside of the tank. We call it hygienic because then if you want to wipe out the inside of the tank, you can then make sure everything is perfectly clean. This is particularly important to hospital operations and to the restaurant industry, where the cleaning out of the tank means there is no chance of cross-contamination for any bacteria inside of their operation. This increases the hygiene level, and it's available on the T1. The T1 is constructed on a cast aluminium chassis. This is the only machine in the marketplace to have such a strong chassis, and this increases the life of the machine. Other competitive machines of this size are all made of plastic, which over time can be damaged and/or twist, and consequently shortens the life of the machine. Tennant machines are designed for at least twice the life of our competitors. This, of course, is very beneficial to the customer and decreases their overall cost of running. The machine has been designed for ease of maintenance. We've already seen how we can replace the squeegees and the brush without the use of tools, but the machine is also able to be tipped back to gain access to underneath the brush area should you wish to wipe it down or just to check to see how everything's going. Tennant designs the machines for very quick and easy maintenance to make it simple for the operator, and this makes him happier to use the machine and keep it in good condition. The machine is designed with an adjustable handle to suit the height of any operator, whether they are short or whether they are tall. It is also able to be tilted all the way down into this position in case the machine needs to be lifted and put into a van, and then it can be easily tied down without the inconvenience of a long handle. This increases the flexibility of the machine so that it can be taken to all different places and used on different sites by contractors. Inside of the machine, whenever an electrical connection has to be made, we use triple seal connectors. This increases the life of the machine and decreases maintenance costs and downtime. During the construction of the machine, Tennant Company uses colour-coded and numbered wiring for easy service and maintenance. This decreases operator maintenance costs and increases the life of the machine. It's very easy to put the scrub head down. The operator doesn't even need to bend over. All they need to do is to take their foot and just press that button there. That puts the scrub head in the down position and they are ready to scrub. When the time comes for them to raise the scrub head, they just need to push their foot onto there and that'll lock up automatically to raise the scrub head off the ground. This is very convenient and the operators like to use easy machines. The machine is built on 4 casters so that it means that it's very easy to move around when not being in the scrubbing mode. Then, when it is in the scrubbing mode, the 2 casters at the back allow the machine to pivot and allow it to get into all of the tight areas and spaces, therefore increasing the image of the whole facility and cleaning more square footage. To make the machine work is very, very simple. The operator just needs to turn on a switch here and turn on the vacuum switch there, and then they're ready to go. All they then need to do is hold the handle, and there are very comfortable grips here. Let me put that up to show you. Trigger grips that they need to hold to make the machine continue to work. If they release this at any time, the machine will shut down. So it's a safety device. They can't move away from the machine and still have it running. This increases safety and is greater acceptance by the operators. Located at the front of the machine is a guide wheel, so that what the operator does when they're scrubbing up against a wall, he just runs this along the wall. It's a non-marking guide wheel and it allows the machine then to be right up against the wall without the potential damage to the wall or the machine. This increases the cleanliness of the floor and decreases the potential for damage to the machine. The T1B, that's the battery version, will require charging. A battery charger comes with the machine that you plug into the 240 outlet. You then plug in the connector here into the back of the machine. The charger will sense how much charge is left in the battery and recharge it to the full level. This is called a smart charger. It decreases the potential damage to the battery and increases the battery life, therefore saving costs. This concludes the T1 Features, Advantages and Benefits video. Watch this video several times so that you understand the machine completely. Read the literature and the specification sheets for the machine, and then go to the machine, take it apart, have a look at it, use it, put water in it and demonstrate it to yourself. This will increase the confidence that you have in the machine so that when you are surveying a facility, asking the right questions and finding out that the customer needs a T1, you'll be able to be confident in presenting the solution to the customer for their problems. I wish you good selling.